Yes. Well, welcome.
I love that intro.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Well, every haunted destination begins with a road, a story, and the people we meet along the way. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Darkwoods Paranormal Podcast. I, of course, am your humble host, Gabriel Von Graves, and on behalf of everyone here at Unbox Media LLC, thank you for choosing to spend part of your evening with us as we explore the mysteries that continue to challenge our understanding of the unknown. Joining me, as always, is my amazing co-host and producer, Raven Knight. Raven, it's great to have you here. How you doing?
I am good. I'm happy to be here. Thanks, Gabriel. How are you doing?
I'm good. But before we begin, we'd also like to extend a sincere thank you to our friends over at Dark Realm TV for helping bring paranormal programming to audiences around the world. If you haven't already, be sure to check out Dark Realm TV on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and across their streaming platforms for even more outstanding paranormal content. Here at Darkwoods Paranormal, our mission has always been simple. We believe that every investigation, every haunted location, every unexplained encounter, and every witness has a story worth telling. We strive to have respect conversations with investigators, historians, researchers, psychics, authors, and everyday people whose lives have been forever changed by experiences they simply cannot explain. Tonight, is no exception. Our guest is Scott Wise. Scott has spent more than 2 decades investigating paranormal phenomenon while hosting the long-term running podcast Paranormal Gateway Paratalk, where he has interviewed some of the most respected voices in paranormal research. In addition to his podcast, Scott serves as director of publishing, marketing, and social media for Skywatchers National, an organization committed to supporting experiencers, documenting reports of direct anonymous contact and advancing throughout respect into mysteries surrounding UFO, high strangeness, and unexplained phenomenon. Tonight, we'll discuss Scott's journey into the paranormal, what he's learned after 20 years of investigation, the work being done through Skywatch National, and where he believes paranormal research is headed in the years to come. As always, if you're watching live, we'd like to hear from you. Tell us where you're watching from. Ask your question in live chat. You may even have your question featured during tonight's interview. And if you're now new to Darkwoods Paranormal Podcast, welcome. Please subscribe, follow, and share tonight's broadcast with someone who loves the mysteries of the unexplained as much as you do. Now, turn down your lights, open your minds, and join us as we step once again into the unknown. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start. Please welcome Scott Wise. Scott, how you doing, young man?
I'm doing fabulous for my friends. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you
Good.
for joining us. So, you have a lot of experience in the paranormal world and ufologia. Is that right? Ufologia? Did I say it right?
Ufologia? What
Yeah,
is that?
It's the ufology.
ufology. Dang it. You know what? And you
How
schooled me
close?
on this, Scott, and I failed you, my friend. I'm sorry.
I thought you were just making up a new word.
No, Scott's
I
like,
don't
you say it like this, and I screwed it up. 100%.
There'll be a test after the show.
Yo,
So
Here's the
I'm
test, and
already
Gabriel just
failing at
failed
that.
it.
Thank you very much for that, my friend.
So the funniest part of that is that we're podcasters. Scott, you have a podcast. We can make up our own words. That's
oh, there you
okay.
go.
Yeah.
Can we really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
What's
use the
your
word laxadacious. Do you know what laxadacious means, Scott?
like? Wow, it's very exciting.
No, exactly the opposite. So I made up the word laxadacious to describe my producer, and um she and she goes, "What does that mean?" I'm like, "Lazy, laxadacious." So we came
See,
up
I
with
was
the word.
thinking of you out there. I don't think you're probably lazy at all.
Thank you,
No,
Scott.
she's
I
not. She's not
appreciate you.
lazy at all today.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
you got to start doing Webster's dictionary then for all your made up words.
Yeah, we do.
We could have a name for that dictionary. It could be
Yeah.
the podcaster dictionary. I don't know. That's really laxadacious of a name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Podcaster
Well,
dictionary.
speaking of laxadacious, so like
Wow.
we one of the favorite things we enjoy doing, Scott, is reaching out to people we don't normally get to talk to you like yourself. I know you through your work, but um, we really haven't had a full blown conversation of what you're about and how what brought you to the paranormal world. And we like interviewing people that we just met because part of the fun, I think, of a paranormal community like we are is meeting new people. So, Scott, why don't you tell us exactly um, what brought you into the world of the paranormal and what brought you into the genre of UFO
My,
phagology? I
That's a
can't say it. I'm sorry, Scott.
UFO.
uh,
Ufology.
Ufology. Ufology.
Ufology.
Thank you, Scott.
Um, I'm gonna start off by showing my age. Can I
You
start
don't have
back
to share.
in
I was gonna say you
my?
don't have to share your age, Scott. Don't
No,
do that.
I started to
You're
back in
25.
1990 when I first started paranormal, getting into it.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
we started back then. At that time, my son was like 2 years old, so I couldn't get out much. So we started about 2003 or four. I think it's just about time that um, the ghost show was started on. Ghost Finder started, and we started going out a lot, using flash sources, and but before that, when I started growing up, I was always just a paranormal. I go to libraries and get all kinds of stuff.
Oh
And
yeah.
back then, they didn't have barely anything, libraries. I'd look at what they call, look up anything paranormal, anything I get my hands on, like
Yeah.
UFOs, that kind of stuff, aliens. One much there, now with the internet, you can get so much stuff off it now. And I don't get the library much.
Sure.
But I started a lot of experience with that. I thought back, had a flashback about every time it happened when I was seventh grade, sixth or seventh grade.
Okay.
Um, we had a family. It's me and my brother and three sisters. We had a big family, and so me and my brother had a shared room. So we had bunk beds. We always fought over getting the top bunk. I always wanted the top bunk. And so I was sleeping one night and I heard what I thought was noise or a murmur. I'm like, well, what's that? And I turned around and I looked and I saw like a dark figure standing there. It was like a misty figure shape whatever. And I closed my eyes and I like opened up and then it actually disappeared into my sister's room and disappeared. So I saw that and I covered my eyes up, I closed my eyes and went back to sleep trying to. So that's what first happened. I was like, that didn't come back to me until about 7 years ago. That I actually remember that. And I'm
Wow.
like, oh God, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So that was we started going there, and that's when I first got my group man. And I from the start there, I mean, from there on, so like I was in two other groups, and the last group I was
Hmm.
there for 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So I don't know if you've ever listened to the show, Scott, but Gabriel kind of had the same experience, like when he was a kid, where he had a figure that kept visiting him. So it's very interesting that you say that you had something that looked like a shadow or a mist or whatever come and visit you as a child. That's that's very interesting. I, unlike Gabriel, was the kind of person I didn't have any experiences when I was a kid, but I always like looked for them later on in my
Mm-hmm.
life. So, um, yeah, so those experiences definitely shape us, and also the fact that you're talking about going to the library when nobody was really able to do that kind, or I guess when most people were younger, and before Ghost Hunters and those kinds of shows came out, it wasn't something that was looked as a positive,
Right.
right? You have these
Like
experiences, yeah. Everybody thinks
crazy.
you're crazy,
Absolutely.
right? So,
Yeah, that's a UFO nut.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Well,
especially
I
if you
mean,
talk
I
about
don't think it's
UFOs.
became mainstream. I think the ones that actually brought it to mainstream would be ghost hunters when they
Oh yeah.
started. airing that on the Sci-Fi Channel. Back, what was that? It's been what, 20 years now, something
Gosh,
like
I
that.
think,
They,
yeah,
they, they started in 2004.
2004.
2004.
Okay,
Yeah.
Uh,
over
So
20
like
years.
22 years. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
insane.
So I
Yeah.
think that's what brought it to mainstream. But absolutely, before that, it was kind of frowned upon. Nobody,
Mm.
they had some stuff. They had some psychics and mediums on TV and stuff like that. But it was basically just to fill
Yeah.
time. Sylvia Brown and those
Yeah.
those other
Miss
people.
Cleo.
Don't get
Yeah,
to start with her.
yeah, right.
she
But
was,
it's
she's
good.
a nut. She's a nut.
Yes, well, well, it's good that the paranormal world does, kind of welcome all kinds.
Mm.
And we meet plenty of people on the road, and some people are interesting, but yet it's a pleasure to meet those people, don't you think, Scott?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's being able to meet people with experiences that you don't have. Um, and that's what I liked, and I think I kind of led on that a little bit. That's kind of what I like about the paranormal community, because they are welcoming,
Yeah.
people's differences and stuff like that. But Sylvia Brown, I do believe she had a couple predictions that kind of failed her bad, and I think she got sued for one, didn't she? About somebody dying and it wasn't dead, something like
Oh,
that. And that kind of,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then that's kind of
That's
what
what,
did her
that's
in.
the thing I was talking about. That's not real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
I mean,
right. I
yeah,
forgot about
but
that.
we passed those days, but Ghost Hunters, and now we have Ghost Adventures, and then we have my favorite. Who's my favorite guy?
Um,
Raven?
is it Josh Gates?
Josh Gates.
Yeah.
Josh
I
Gates.
love
Just 'cause
Josh Gates.
he just comes back. He comes forth so normal. And I'm sure he's not but after a while, I think an ego sets in, and I hope we get the opportunity, isn't that right, Scott, for us to be able to
Yeah.
get an ego like that, because we're rich and famous. But until then, we're just humble people. But Josh
Yeah.
Gates, I think, does a really
D-
good job when it comes to
d-
being able to, put on shows and
Well,
at least act normal.
does he own a haunted place?
I don't know if he
Does.
owns. Does he own a
Yeah,
haunted
he
place?
does.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
he does. He has owned haunted places. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know he did.
Yeah.
yeah. If you look up his bio, he's actually very interesting, and he's credited. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got a lot of experience behind him and stuff like that. So I like me some Josh Gates. Come on to the show, Josh, and
Yeah.
meet your friend Gabriel. I'm a big fan.
Friend-
BFFFFF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that being said, though, like, so Scott, ever since you had these experiences, and you said you were in a group for 15 years. That's quite amazing. That's an
It's
amazing
a long
feat.
time.
That is a really long time to be investigating.
I'm still staring right there. That's great.
That's fair. That's fair. It's a lot of work, though. Doing paranormal investigating. You go into
Yeah.
a space, and sometimes you don't get anything, and so you're sitting there for 8 hours, and it's absolutely nothing. But I know that you've had experiences, or a couple. So can you just tell us maybe about what one of those experiences was?
Yeah, I think the best one, I'd say, that got me really into it was our first group. We did an investigation of a church,
Yeah.
and this church was built back in 1811. So it was a real old church, and they had a real old cemetery there. And I was with our investigator, and we were in the kids' playroom in the church. And they said they had a ghost there named Freddy. And so we were trying to contact him. And after a standard GPS show to let hear but you guys ever do a knock on the table thing? Yeah. Well, I knocked on the table on it, and then the lady says, "Can you make that noise that he did?" And I get a little kid's voice down. I can't.
Really?
Yeah, I
Was it-
plays there.
Oh, I was gonna say, was this like audible, like right?
No, no.
Or was it
EVP?
It was an EVP.
I've had it audible already too.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you about that then. But yeah, that place got a lot of stuff. We got a ghost spirit rented by a grave out in
Uh-huh.
the cemetery. And the interesting thing there was the family of some people who died on the Titanic are in that grave cemetery.
Really?
Yeah, I have pictures of the cemetery too, and what's really weird is that one of the kids' birthdays was my birthday, August 20th.
Wow.
Isn't that
That's
weird?
interesting. Yeah, that is very weird. So somebody who had been, like you said, or families that had been on the Titanic were buried in the cemetery. That's amazing. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
They
Where
have,
was
they messaged the family their platform and everything. It's nice. I think
Yeah.
about Ludwig's or Lud something. That's the kind of name was
Okay.
Ludwig's. Um, but also at that church we picked up, we thought was an usher walking by the one door, a window they had there,
Wow.
and we also picked up a ghost choir singing. So I'll say
What?
that too.
What?
I get goosebumps every time I think about that.
Okay, so I have never heard of a ghost choir before.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty interesting.
yep.
Yeah, I
Because we didn't hear it until we played it back,
right, right. Wow, that's something right there.
and it's actually picked up on a DVR camera too.
Really?
So
Uh-huh.
this was an old church, you said?
Yeah, 1818 as well.
1818.
So do you think you were picking up um, reminiscence of the past? Because I'm assuming since it's that old of a church, it's probably brick, or also would have disintegrated and melted by now if it was wood, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
Wow.
brick, as we know, and maybe you know why, but there are some elements that hold energy, and I think brick in water, in limestone, those kind of things, those
Like,
elements hold.
like a stone tip theory.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
Huh.
So, do you think that's what you're catching is reminiscences of an old, place and time
Yeah,
within that church?
yeah. I think it's sometimes you have to go recording over and over again
Yep.
too.
Yeah.
Just like a
Yeah,
recorder. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, and that's the
yeah.
thing. Like we know that certain places, that's what it is. Like it's just residual, and then certain
Hmm.
places seem like they're intelligent.
Ritual. Yeah,
So, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Residual. Yeah.
Wow. So that's really interesting as well. Um, I I want to talk a little bit about. So you um, know some things about aliens. I said I'm really, really excited to talk about aliens, hence, yeah, or obviously. Um, I don't know. I have always been terrified of aliens. It was something when I was a kid, I was so terrified. And I had this like theory in my head, and I was like, I don't know, real little before, or when the X Files kind of came out, but before I ever watched the X Files. And I always thought in my head, no, Scott, it's going to sound crazy, but I always thought in my head that if I didn't believe in them, they would abduct me. So I always believed in aliens. Um, what kind of got your interest in aliens? What was something that you? Because I know that you do a lot of research for another group right now when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to alien stuff. What got your
Right.
interest in aliens?
But all I heard back then was ancient aliens. Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. On the History
Yeah,
Channel back in the day.
Yes.
I watched it for a while, but I started with that. But like I said, our group didn't really get into it for about 5 or 6 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
mainly. But so I joined a new group, and I'm doing publishing now. I just started doing
Oh,
Yeah.
my own
all
publishing,
right.
and I'm helping with a book right now, uh, dealing with that.
Oh wow.
Um, and it'll be out next month.
Oh, that's very
Um,
cool.
Really?
Good for
yeah,
you, Scott. I like that.
uh,
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that too. But you said ancient
yeah,
aliens, and that got my
yeah.
brain.
Well,
We had
I
Mike
think other than
Whittaker.
ancient aliens, I think Bob Lazar brought in a lot of
Yeah,
uh,
Bob Lazar. Yeah,
yeah,
I want to say
brought
that's
in a lot of
But uh,
conversations.
yeah, I
And
met him at a paranormal convention.
did you really?
Oh yeah,
Do you believe him?
I do.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Some was some.
Yeah. Right.
Some.
Yeah, why I read some of it was Bob Lazar. Yeah, because he was one that wrote the what's that one book he wrote?
Area 51.
Yeah, it's a Area
Yeah.
51 Lazar.
Yeah.
And I think he has some recordings to something too, I believe. That
And I only
he
know
talked
that
about.
because I was just watching something about Area 51 before he came on, so I knew some history, and they were talking about Bob Lazar. Also, I completely forgot about him.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, well, we had on our show we had Mike Ricksecker on here.
Hmm.
Oh, I too.
Yes,
Oh, you talked to
he's
him? Okay.
he's
Actually,
amazing.
I got a picture of him at the convention. I saw books. I got all his books. I
Sure.
Yes, he's such a
love Mike.
fascinating guy. Yeah, oh, we
He's
love
very
Mike
fascinating.
too. Yeah,
He,
yeah.
he is like 20 minutes time away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you said though that you possibly saw a UFO.
Yes. And
Yeah.
what's really weird, we got home and I was down at the railway the next 3 days because I can't wait. I usually get sleep after the investigation. I guess all on evidence. But anyways, Bill, one guy who was taking video of the cemetery, he picked it up and he called me up and he says, "Cause I got a picture at the graveyard." I said, "What?" And he goes, I said, "Angel?" I thought, "Oh, yeah, picture of Angel." He goes, "No." And he showed me a picture. Up in the sky, you can see a little shape in the sky.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one yourself, like with your own?
And, no, no.
No.
I hope to get out more now. Most of the weather's nice, and I like to camp out somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
I have to get in touch with my other investigator. We like to do cemeteries.
Okay.
So
So the last time we did a cemetery, we saw little orbs floating,
yeah, we
you know,
did.
around. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fascinating. And we usually don't do cemetery, and a lot of people do, and I love that. I don't like to do it because I don't not 100%. And correct me, you know, you have your own theory, and that's the wonders of doing paranormal is not one person is always right, you know. But I don't know if people haunt cemeteries. At least in my experience, I haven't really had that. I think it's they come to maybe see, but do you think people stay around cemeteries, or do you think people go to where they're the happiest, their family, or their
Huh?
home, where
Well,
they grew up at?
but if you think that if there's something that you didn't have accomplished or something you had to do, then you'll hang around.
Sure.
Well, I want to think, well, why the hell I want to be here? You know?
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah, why am I living here? But each person thinks the same,
Sure.
different things, you know. And do you hear the death bell?
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
they used to, because they weren't very good at autopsies. So you
Yeah,
know,
but they never embalmed
kill 'em.
either. So
right,
They just
right,
did the involving. Yeah.
yeah,
They buried people and hoped for the best.
yeah, you tie a little string around their toe or finger. It's like
yeah, and hope someone's there as
yeah.
they're ringing. You know,
Oh yeah, yeah. Um,
It's like that guy was real mean. He wanted to piss us off. We gonna start bell him.
right. We should just go around ring bells at any funeral home, see what happens.
Well, you
Sure.
always, one thing I always went around to the older cemeteries. I was listening for a bell.
But
so
they
I
also
mean,
had the
that's,
death bells,
That's when we can help bells.
right? They had the death bells that ring too. Don't we have a friend that builds those?
I was gonna say.
Johnny
Yeah,
Vortex.
you
He-
can
Yeah.
you can actually get them. I think on Ghost Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have a friend named Johnny Vortex. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's a good man. If you
Yeah,
ever need equipment, you've heard of Johnny Vortex?
forever steps. Yeah,
Nope.
I think it's on Facebook.
Right. He builds paranormal equipment. So if you ever need anything, reach out to Johnny Vortex. He's very good, very creative, very very nice guy. Love him to death.
Yeah, and he does it for cheaper. That's the best part. So his whole theory is that paranormal equipment is way more expensive, and so he just like will build it for cheaper.
Here, can you get 1 second?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
My mobile.
Well,
Just
so
hate that.
Raven,
yes,
you are fascinated with ghosts and UFOs as well.
Yeah, I
Um,
am actually.
what
Well, we all
what
knew
can you tell me
that.
about your first UFO?
Oh gosh. Well, I wouldn't say that I had a lot of experience with UFOs. However, that being said, like I when I lived in the country, and I know that you know this, when I lived in the country, I was, able to see lights in the sky, things that looked weird, right? Like
Hmm.
things that you couldn't ever really explain. They weren't planes; it would just hover. And I know that you were a person who's also had some things that you've seen in the sky, being somebody who's out in the middle of nowhere as well.
Right.
Right.
That's absolutely correct. We do a lot with or used to do a lot with UFO days in Elmwood, Wisconsin, and they have a lot of paranormal stuff are and UFOs, and that's something that I've always been interested in when it comes to UFOs. I know living in a house in Elmwood, we had a field attached to a field where in 1972 that they actually saw a UFO over, and I can tell you,
Mhm.
when you drive into Elmwood, and I'm sure you've experienced this, Raven. When you
Mm,
drive
yeah.
into there, you can actually feel it. There's a energy or a deep kind of sound that
Mm,
echoes, and we in the house we lived in, and I don't really talk about the Elmwood house a lot, but the house we lived in was attached to one of those fields that they saw the UFO at, and we had tons of paranormal stuff, and that's where I started thinking of the the direct connection between UFOs and also the paranormal world, because
mm-hmm.
I do think that on some level they're one of the same.
Yeah, yeah. Scott, what do you think about that? Like, so Gabriel even did a whole episode about the fact that aliens and UFO, or
Yeah.
aliens and UFOs, aliens and the paranormal are could be connected, because we know that some people that have had alien abduction stories later also report paranormal activity in their homes or around where they are. Have you ever heard that theory?
Yes, I did, and also I talked with Kay Golden on our thing. She's been talked that many times.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yeah, so she did many times, and that's just she told me about. Um, so yeah, and I also think that me Bigfoot wasn't really only too.
Yeah.
So we've heard that too. Like people have had experiences again with UFOs, aliens, whatever, then also have some sort of Bigfoot encounter as well.
Well, I think UFOs, paranormal, and also cryptozoology. I think that they're all encompassed under the same thing. I will be your friend.
Do do you know what it is?
What is it?
My teddy bear made it.
Oh, okay.
Would be a friend.
Yes.
Is this a like a paranormal type piece of equipment, or
Yeah, yeah.
interesting? Okay, so
And
like a
you ever see light trips? So what they
no.
use the triple lights?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, trip
Yep.
lights. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I made one of those too.
Oh,
Oh,
so
okay.
you make some of your
Yeah,
own.
yeah.
Paranormal stuff.
There's a
Oh, okay.
stepper.
Okay.
I'll turn it over for it. I'll show you. So right there.
Yep.
Oh sure, sure. So
Yeah, it costs like $20 to make those things. So it's not so much.
So that being
Yeah.
said, right, we've had a lot of experiences when it comes to paranormal, when it comes to equipment, right? A lot of people use a lot of crazy pieces of equipment. We go into places and we don't always have a ton of stuff that we use, because
Hmm.
to us, like we walk into a place and we're like, you can feel the energy. You can feel
Mm-hmm.
things that are different. You can feel when the energy shifts in a room. So, I don't want to ruin anybody's, money making when it comes to paranormal equipment, but you don't really need all the big fancy things. If you walk into a space, and I'll give you an example, Scott. So yesterday I walked into a few spaces that were super duper heavy, and you could just feel the energy in that room, in that space. Now, to be fair, I didn't even think when I was going into this place that I was going to have any of those feelings. I was going for a history lesson, right? That's all I was trying to do. And yet I walked into a space and I'm like, whew, the air is heavy here. Do you have that same thought, or do you have a
Actually,
paranormal?
actually, empath. So
You're an empath. Okay.
yeah, so when you go to
Okay.
places like that, that I didn't pick that up till many years in here. I mean, also high susceptible EMF, and that could be a pain in the ass.
Highly highly
Yeah,
susceptible to EMF. And that we know that affects what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
feeling, right?
Cause I
So,
recall places we went for, we used to do residential cases.
hmm
And this place I walked in, I back out and I still up outside, and when I asked that the fuse box was like 5 times more, you know.
yeah.
So you know you have the twisted short pair of wires, or
Mm-hmm.
theirs was all, yeah.
Hmm.
And so
So,
They
they
killed
cut up,
everywhere. Okay.
yeah. So
wow.
Well,
but
we
yeah,
do know EMFs do affect people differently. I know that we've been on plenty of investigations that we actually shut the power off to the house because you could actually our EMFs were going off around
hmm
power boxes and stuff. So we actually removed that element from there. And it does. A lot of people do mistake that for paranormal activity. Isn't that right,
hmm
Raven?
No, that's 100% right. And that's why it's important though to be able to debunk things, right, Scott? Like
Absolutely.
to
no, yeah.
go in there and just not say that everything's paranormal. Um, but you're
Well,
susceptible. I've never had that. I've never heard that before, that you're highly susceptible. Is there a difference between, let's say, somebody who's, you say you're highly susceptible to EMF? How do you know if you are a person that's highly susceptible to
Well,
EMF?
I guess, Red, the better question is, what does it feel like, Scott?
Mm,
Um,
uh, well, you the ghost you I start to feel like edgy, and I start to break out and sweat, and I feel like my body's like like fall asleep, like get real weird
okay,
feeling. And
oh,
okay,
then I get sick, feel like I feel like stuff coming up.
okay.
really?
Yeah. So
Wow. Okay.
yeah, we had another like in the laundry room. They have one like that, like that. But
Laundry.
there
Okay.
could also be there could be spirits around too. So when I feel that, I mean sometimes it could be. So I don't know.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I know I also am more of an empath too. So I feel like some places, like, you just go in and you could just, yeah, definitely feel it.
Yeah.
You can sense it.
And
Um,
we always go in and do walk around too the
Oh
mm,
yeah,
place before
absolutely.
we start.
See what
yeah.
elements are going to affect you. How do
Yeah.
things feel? Um, I I know that one of the best evidence we ever caught was during our walkthroughs. Um, I think majority of people that we talk to, their walkthroughs are when when they are taking things down is when they experience the most stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because paranormal activity doesn't happen on command. It usually happens when it's not expected.
That is true. I can tell you that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because what we do, I always walk in. A lot of times they'll get a tour place, or it's better for you than these two, but still walk in, open a bag, I'll put my voice recorder on right away before I do anything. And so we get went to a place called Holland Mansion in Pennsylvania,
Okay.
Okay.
and there's a spirit there of Jacob and Anna. And so it's my first time there, and I'm sitting my equipment in Hannah's room, and I'll stand there, and I said, "Well, I'm here for the first time, and I'd like to introduce myself. I'm so I said, Jacob or Hannah, are you here?" And they was, mm-hmm. And I heard that
Yeah.
through my ear. And I'm like, I picked up a recorder also. So, and I heard, like, I got a ghost here, I'm pretty sure. So,
In your
she was-
house?
Yeah. I think I brought it back somewhere.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
We have.
She don't bother me. I think I called her during summertime and come behind me like a shadow.
Sure.
I'll do that too.
So we've had that happen before, or like where we've heard people before that have gone into these places, right? They go into all of these haunted places, and all of a sudden now their house has activity as well. So we know that just means that they've had an attachment of some sort, right? How do you keep yourself safe from anything that can attach to you, Scott?
Well, I have like a necklace. I have some herbs and stones in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
A medicine bag.
Medicine bag. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have geostones I have over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, or sage. Sage is another
Oh,
good thing.
I think I saw sage back in my gift certificate.
Okay. Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. My only problem with sage is the smell of it. I
like
don't like
pot.
to like. It smells like pot. I
Well,
don't like.
that's my thing works here. So,
Right. Right.
why hear that smells good? I teased her. I'm gonna get a sage candle and burn that in the apartment or coffee because she hates
Right.
coffee.
Oh, she hates coffee.
Yeah,
Coffee.
just a Diet Coke girl.
Who hates coffee? Listen,
She does.
I will
She
tell
does-
you.
she doesn't like tea either.
No.
Oh, well, I don't care much about tea, but I could totally, no, can't go without
Yeah.
coffee.
I just got a stovetop espresso maker the other day. I do shots of espresso in my coffee.
Yeah. I will say, one of my favorite jokes, Scott, is by a comedian named Mitch Hedberg, and he said he really wished that there was a cinnamon roll, and this was like, I mean, he was a comedian like 20 years ago, a cinnamon roll smelling candle, so that he could have his roommates wake up with false hopes.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like when you go on looking at houses or realtors, they'll bake cookies and then bring them into.
Oh, yeah. Actually, my brother's a real estate agent, and he'll do that. He'll bring cookies, and he'll have people. He'll be like, "Here, cookies. I have free
Hey,
cookies for you."
where's the milk?
Yeah, where's the milk? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, you know.
Yeah.
You did say something about a book. So that book is coming out this. Is it this year?
It'd be just next month.
Next
in
month?
July. Well, actually, in July.
Yeah.
Should be coming out.
August. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Very cool.
It's written by, and I did the all the formatting on it, all the publishing
Okay.
on it. I do the I'll take care of the printing to the places for her,
Okay.
and yeah.
Okay. What's the name of the book, and where can people? Do you know where people can find it yet, or?
The I guess I could tell you the name of it. I guess my allowed to, but Orso would yell at me. So.
Okay.
Oh my.
Well, tell us a little bit about your podcast that you do, your paranormal podcast that you help with.
Okay, I'll talk to that first. I'll consult with her first.
Okay.
So he,
Alright.
I've actually, so you have a podcast. You have, you've had a lot of notable guests on your podcast, actually. So when do you do your podcast? When does it come out?
I'll take a break a couple weeks for vacation, but a podcast is on every Wednesday night.
Okay.
And It's 7 p.m. EST.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the excuse me, I like to brain face here. Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
You know,
And
you're like,
it'll be on like YouTube, it'll be on Spotify,
mhm.
um, and Amazon, iHeart, those places, other places too.
Okay.
If I actually put them up there to show, I guess because I was kind of busy and everything I was doing for her, but
Okay.
yeah, so
He's looking up the title of the or
yeah,
the book and where
guess
people
I'll,
can find. Yeah. So he was looking that up for us.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, you do have that podcast comes out on Wednesday nights, like you said, YouTube, Spotify. Those are good. Those are good platforms. You've had some really interesting guests on there, so that's always
okay.
good.
I
A lot of
guess
people in the field.
I'll apologize, but I'll tell you what it's called. It's called Secrets of the Otherworldly Labyrinth.
Ooh, Secrets of the
Okay.
Otherworldly Labyrinth. That's a good name. Well, that would be hard to remember. I'm not going to lie.
That is a good
That's,
name.
that's
Yeah.
a good name. We had somebody on that was actually talking about labyrinths not too long ago too, and that was a really interesting.
Yeah.
And
You know,
that's by Kay Golden. Is her
Hey,
name?
Golden. Okay, okay.
yeah,
So
Lavis are kind of cool. I actually found a new respect for him after talking to him, so that was cool. He was
Yeah.
all the way from where?
Ireland,
Ireland, yes, and he
Ah.
came and talked to us at 1 o'clock in the morning.
just
Poor
1 o'clock
guy.
in the morning his time,
Yeah.
and he still wanted to be on the show. So it was quite.
Yeah, no, he
But it
was
was a-
cool talking to. We should have him on again. I like talking to him.
He was doing a great job without, without coffee, which
Yes, without
apparently
coffee.
some people don't like, which I just discovered.
Oh,
Blasphemy.
Raven, we have anything going on for us?
Yeah, we of course we do our show every Thursday and Sunday night, 7 o'clock
We
p.m.
do.
Central Time.
Oh.
But end of next month, which was the end of August already, which is really moving fast, we are going to be having, or no, we're going to be going. Good Lord, going to Gettysburg.
Really?
So yeah, super.
I was there. I was there a lot when I was at York.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, a
Oh.
lot.
Okay. Well, this will be our first time in Gettysburg, so super excited.
So
We'll be
when,
doing
when did you go in there?
end of August.
Oh,
So,
damn.
oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We have an event, so we'll be doing the event at the end of August. Also, we'll be doing an investigation, hopefully with our good friend Chris Boggs, who's been on the show before, the mortician. If anyone's ever watched, and
Mortician
they're like,
with a
who's
good sense of humor. I like
he
that
was
about
really,
him.
yeah. And then another guy in his group, his name is Nick. They will be hopefully doing an investigation with us when we're over there. So super excited, of course, to.
Wait, our friend Nick?
No, Nick. You don't know Nick, Gabriel.
Oh,
It's,
I thought maybe
it's a
we had a
jolly
friend
old
that I could
Saint
remember.
Nick.
right.
Well, Nick and Chris, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what we're doing. That's what we've got coming up, though, and I'm excited. I'm excited about that.
I love that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Will Scott, I
Can I
want to
give,
think. Yeah, go ahead.
give a quick shout out to some members of staff again?
Of course.
Absolutely, Ken.
Shout out your
Okay,
Pete.
the Kay Rose Golden is the CEO, Executive Director. We have Jim Hallahan, who's Director of Research Investigations. We have Jerry George, he's a hybrid contact support specialist. Or Robert Salas, who's the Chief Advisor. There's me, who is the Director of Publishing and Marketing and Social Media Manager. And there's Michael James, who's the Experience Outreach Coordinator.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
that's a lot more people than I know. I love that. That's not bad.
That's the team.
I was looking at the site. That's cheating.
Right.
Shout
Well,
out.
Scott, where can people find you, my friend?
I can find me on Facebook, YouTube, under the Paranormal Gateway First Talk, and also if you want anybody's interested, I can plug my publishing thing. If that's okay with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Al and Quill Publishing
Owl and
Services.
Quill.
Publishing services. And you can search it
I
by
like that.
Google. It comes up. So.
Owl
And
and
as,
Quill.
as,
So
as the website is Al and Quill Publishers. .com. So.
I love it.
Duck up. Yeah.
I love it. Owlandquillpublishing.com. Check it out. Do it.
Well, Scott, I thank you so much for joining as
Oh,
the
you
evening
bet.
and are sharing your experiences, your research, and your passion for exploring the unknown. We truly appreciate you taking the time to be here and talk with us. I'd also like to thank my incredible co-host Raven Knight for another wonderful evening of conversations. And of course, thank you to all of you watching from around the world, your questions, your stories, and your continued support on what makes this community so special. A special thanks once again to our friends there at Dark Realm TV for supporting quality programming like this, helping connect investigators and enthusiasts across the globe. If you enjoyed tonight's episode, please like, subscribe, and share this broadcast. You can also visit us at darkwoods.paranormal.com for any upcoming guests, episodes, and investigations. If you have a story you'd like to share or would like to appear on the show, we'd like to hear from you. You can reach me directly at gabrielvongraves@gmail.com. Until next time, remember, the greatest mysteries are often the ones still waiting to be discovered. Stay curious, stay aware, and above all, my friends, do stay